Today, man, we're going to be going over the best possible way to run a strict Eagles theme team right now. I'm talking about an Eagle at every single position. The strictest Eagles theme team possible. This is exactly how it would look like. Now, this isn't like something I pull straight off of MUTGG, because MUTGG is going to show you something completely different. This is how I would personally run the strictest Eagles theme team possible. And this is for like any offense, any type of defense, or you know what I mean. Now, obviously, you know, at some of these positions you got to have cheats, because some of these guys they just literally can't play. But I'm just showing you how exactly it would look if you know the best possible way to run this thing. Now, we do also have guys that get all team chems on here, just because I mean that they're Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to have them on here. So let's just kind of show this whole thing off. We got the offense here first, starting with the offensive line. You got the rookie premier or left tackle. Now, there's the thing is with the rookie premiers, I don't even think everybody still has their rookie premiers. I don't know if this is ever going to get sorted out, so it's kind of tough. But I only decided to pick one rookie premier to put on this entire thing, just because I know me, I only had one for the longest, and I know some people might not even have the rookie premier. So JC Latham is actually on a rookie premier I put on this whole thing, because you can put, well, you can put any chem on them if you did it in Madden 23, which I feel like he would probably be the best option. Which I do gotta say though, he's awful, but he's a lineman and nobody wants to buy a lineman. But this card plays so awful in game, I do want to say that right now. Left guard would definitely have to be Landon Dickerson. He's not too bad, but you know what I mean. Once again, it's a lineman, no one wants to buy a lineman. Center would be Cam Jurgens. I would not even recommend using this card. I have him, he is awful. Right guard would be Isaac Samalo. Another card I would recommend not using. I mean, I haven't used this card, but his cards in Madden are always really bad. Right tackle would have to be Lane Johnson. He's not bad, but his 83 is also an option if you don't want to buy his 86, because, I mean, there's a lot of coins. So for the tight ends, we got Dallas Goedert, who obviously, you know, you look at all the other tight ends in the game right now, his stats might not look as good, but his play on the field is still really good. He breaks a lot of tackles, he gets open, and he does what he's supposed to do. So I think he's still a really serviceable tight end. As for the other tight ends, Albert O and Calixtra, they're awful. If you're gonna just get them for the chems. I hope you don't really have them out there running routes, because they can't. So for the receivers, we only really have one actual Eagle receiver, and it's Nelson Aguilar, and he's kind of out of date now. When he came out, he's pretty cool, but you know, now it's a little rough for him out there. I mean, I think you could definitely use him as like a slot receiver role. I think he could be pretty solid there, but having him on the outside of the numbers, he's gonna get dogged out there. You definitely got to kind of maybe motion him, you know, hide him in the slot, because he's just not as good. Hines Ward is still pretty good. And then the free Puka, he's not bad at all. It really sucks. Like, his after the catch animations are really bad. Spin is terrible. His juke is awful. And, you know, if they nerf the spin, that's even worse. Juke was already whatever. And he's got probably the worst animations in the game, but he's fast and he's got some pretty good route running. This is another card that you would have had to play Madden 24. You didn't even have to do any rookie premieres. You just had to open Madden 24 and get the welcome pack, and you would have got Puka. Now, I think everybody got their Puka, so I put him on here. I could be wrong, but if you didn't get your Puka, oh well. There's also AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Those would be like, you know, I guess if you ran like a 4 wide receiver set, you'd probably want to go with AJ or Smitty. I would probably say Smitty though, because he's a lot cheaper, and AJ's really not that much better than him. So there is that. For the running backs, you got Saquon Barkley, who's really good. He had a really good spin, and you know, they nerfed it. It's still not bad, but it's just not very good at all. I would have to go Christian McCaffrey for the backup running back. He's really good. In my opinion, you know, as someone who runs the ball out, I feel like I'm switching running backs in and out every other play on this game. So having Christian McCaffrey as a backup running back for me has been really good. And then Miles Sanders, I think, is the best running back 3 for the theme team. There is that rookie premier, but once again, I don't know if everyone's got a rookie premier, so I just left it with JC Latham. And QB1 is clearly the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Vick. No questions about it. The next best option would be Jalen Hurts, and going for using Jalen Hurts and then using Michael Vick is a night and day experience. So by the way, for anyone that does not know, I do have Michael Vick back on my team. I got him for like a mil flat, so I was like, I might as well get him back. We are now on to the defense. The defense got some good, and it's also got some bad. So free safety, you're gonna have Jalen Mills, he's all right. He's not that good. He's not a very good tackler. Don't even attempt to hit stick with him. It's not gonna work. He's got his moments in coverage, but he's just whatever, you know what I mean? Outside linebacker, I would do Crosby. Now, Crosby would be out of position, putting him at outside linebacker. I run 3-4, so I actually do use him at outside linebacker right here. He plays really good for me, and even if you have a guy out of position, he's still gonna get the chem boost. His chem is just not gonna count towards the number. So let's say, for example, you're 20 out of 20. You add Crosby into the lineup and you put him at outside linebacker. You'd still be 20 out of 20, but he would get the chem. Now, if, let's say you put him at right end, then you'd be 21 out of 20. You know what I'm saying? But he'll still, even though it's got the little cross, he's still getting the chem and all that stuff. For the middle backers, I would go with Zach Bond and Shaq Leonard. I don't have Ray Lewis on here just because. One, you can only, I think you could only max out 2 of the guys anyway. So the guys that I went with were, well, I think I showed McCaffrey maxed out, but for me, I actually maxed out Crosby. I don't, and then I think like Hines Ward, and I messed up. I threw like 1,000 of my tickets away, so I don't even know how many people you could actually max out. But me, I actually maxed out Crosby, so he's actually maxed out on this thing as well. I think I showed them all maxed out, but you know, you do it how you do. You know what I mean? But the point I'm making is the middle backers I like are Zach Bond and Shaq Leonard over Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis for me just dropped way too many picks. I don't know. I wasn't very impressed with how he played. Zach Bond is honestly probably got to be one of the best players on the defense. If you got Eagles team, you need to have Zach Bond out there. And Shaq Leonard also animate. Like both of them just animate really good. Shaq Leonard, I've had some nasty picks for him. He really jumps for the ball, so I've liked both of them. I'd recommend if you use linebackers, putting them up in the box, and then left outside linebacker, it's got to be Nolan Smith. 85 speed off the edge. I mean, you know, if you got some type of blitz where you can get him to sometimes disengage and just going free, I mean, he is going to go crazy. So for the strong safety, I would have to go with Troy Vincent. I know people are going to say Jordan Poyer. No, and no. Jordan Poyer is not touching the field. Y'all know this. Jordan Poyer does not touch the field. So I'd have to go with Troy Vincent, which I don't understand. He used to get safety chem, like, when he was, like, getting added in the Madden, and I think it just started, like, last year. They just stopped giving him safety chem. I don't know why, because he used to get, like, the out of position, but you can still put him there. I'm not sure how good he's going to play, but I would probably say that's your best option. If you don't want to, you know, have a cheat or anything like that, but I'd recommend getting a cheat. That's all I will say. Now we're going to get to the corners. You can see we got some dog at the corner position. We got Cooper DeJean, Rasul Douglas, and Darius Slay. That might be the best, you know, 3 corners, you know, lineup in the game right now for a theme team. I could be wrong, but it's pretty nasty. I have Coop right now, I think, at like an 86 overall, and he's pretty nasty at that. Rasul Douglas, he's going to be a maniac in the slot, and then Darius Slay is arguably one of the best corners in the game right now. So that's a nasty little corner lineup right there. And then for the interior linemen, we got some dogs also. I mean, we got Haloti Nada. I think he's played really good for me. Jordan Davis, is still arguably like one of the best cards in the game. He just gets to it. I don't know what it is. And then you got Javon Hargrave, who's also really good, and some guys that didn't make the that I didn't put on here that are also pretty good. De'Aaron Payne's not too bad. He gets Eagles chem. And then there's you know, Jalen Carter. He's pretty good. So the Eagles, like the D line is really good. Our corners are really good. Really, I think our only weakness is just the safety position. It's just a little weak there. But beside now, if you get the rookie premier, the corner guy, maybe you could throw him at safety or something like that and, you know, spice it up. And for anybody that does not know, the Season 2 players do not get all team chems. I don't know why. They let all the Season 1 guys get all team chems and not Season 2. I feel like every year they do this, they'll have one season where, like, everybody during that season gets all chems, and, like, that's it. We only get it for, like, one season every year. I don't know why they do this, but yeah, so that, like, a lot of those cards, like, people might not use them just because, you know, it doesn't fit their theme team. But yeah, man, this is how, in my opinion, the best way to run the strict Eagles theme team. If you were going to go Eagle for Eagle at every single position, this is probably the best way to do it. If there's anybody that I left off here that you think should be on here in this starting lineup role, let me know down in the comments. If you guys got any questions about the Eagles theme team and stuff like that, you guys know you can always comment that. No, I really haven't been playing Madden as much. Once again, the game is in an awful state. They got to update it, and that's just kind of what I'm waiting for. If you guys did enjoy the video, man, drop a like. And if you're not sub to the channel. We get Madden videos out every day, college football videos out every day, the whole thing. So if you're interested in that stuff, man, sub to the channel. That's all I got for y'all, though, today, man. Till the next time, man. See y'all in the next one.